Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and I'm back like I never left. Today I'll be talking to you about how to create a healthy work-life balance. Working is a part of life. As an adult, you're supposed to have a job or a business that you do to earn a living, one that would put food on your table and give you the kind of life you desire. I'm talking about a good life. But you don't want to focus solely on your job or business at the detriment of your life. If you do that, your life is going to suffer and you will be in a dark place, a place that is not so favorable. So it's important that you create a healthy work-life balance so that while you're winning at your job, you're also winning in your life. And that's exactly what I'll be talking to you in this video about. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready for the show, I am ready, so let's dive into it. The first tip on how to create a healthy work balance is to do a job or business that you like. You know what they say, if you do a job or business that you like, you won't have to work a day in your life because you will be having fun. Just like kids have fun when they are playing. Obviously, they enjoy playing, they love to play. That's what they live for. So playing to them isn't work, but fun. So if you're doing a job or business that you like, you'll find yourself happy while you are working compared to when you're doing a job you don't like. You'll be unhappy, you'll be grumbling when you wake up in the morning to go to work. You feel like you shouldn't even step out of your house. You would wish you could just stay back because you don't like your job. You can save yourself all that stress from the very beginning. Yes, by ensuring that you get into a job or business that you actually fancy, one that tickles you, one that makes you excited, one that gives you something to look forward to. I know the times are hard and sometimes you might be forced to take a job that you don't like, a job that you detest. Well, if that is the situation, you don't have to let it linger for too long. You could take that job and look or search for something that you actually enjoy doing so that when you find it, you can quit that job you don't like and move on to the one that you actually like. Enjoying your job makes life a whole lot easier because when you're working, you'll find fulfillment, you'll be happy because it's something that you actually enjoy doing. The second tip on how to create a healthy work-life balance is to set boundaries between your work and your life. When it's time for you to work, when it's time for you to be in the office, you need to acknowledge that it is work time and focus on your work. All right. In the same vein, when work is over and it's time for you to go home, you need to go home. Okay. It doesn't matter how much work you have left. It's time for you to go home to, face your own life, your personal activities. Okay. When you get home, you need to ensure that you leave work behind. Leave work at the office where it belongs. You don't have to be on your computer, on your phone, responding to emails, taking calls, doing follow-ups. No, that isn't cool at all because you are going to be eating into the time you're supposed to spend to yourself and your loved ones. Work should end at work. I know that this can be hard if you're working for someone or for some people who expect you to continue working even when you are home. Well, in the beginning, when you're taking up the job, you need to be clear about the terms. You need to be clear about when work ends. Okay, it should be written clearly in your appointment letter. And if it's something that isn't conducive or convenient for you, you should say so in the very beginning, because it doesn't make any sense that when you're supposed to be at home having some time to yourself and your loved ones, you are on your computer working, or you are on your phone talking to work people. No, you have to take those boundaries very seriously. When you're at work, you're working, you're giving it your very best to ensure that you get the best result. And when you are off work, you are off work. No laptops, no phone calls about work, no texting your boss or your colleagues about work. You focus on yourself and your loved ones at home. That way, you're able to do other things that matter to you without creating any friction between your work and your life. I'm still talking about how to create a healthy work-life balance. And the third tip is that you need to plan activities outside work. Since you started that job, you probably don't realize that the job is all you think about. The job is all you do. When was the last time you planned an activity outside work? When was the last time you planned an activity outside the office? Hello? You have a life, remember. There are other parts of you outside your job. Okay, so you need to be intentional about planning activities outside work. You have friends, don't you? You need to make plans with them. Be intentional about hanging out with your friends outside work. Even if you don't have friends, you still have to be intentional about making friends. It is very important. You need to have a life outside work. That way you're able to maintain your mental health. All right, ensure that you make plans, you call up people, you discuss activities that you can do after work. You could go for a drink, you could hang out with your friends, you could go to dinner. There are several things you can do even during the week. On the weekends, you have even more time to engage in social activities that are completely unrelated to your work. The fourth tip on how to create a healthy work-life balance is to prioritize your health. I can't say this enough. Your health should come first before any other thing. All right. I don't care how much that job pays you, but if it affects your health negatively, it's not worth it, because if you're down, you won't be able to work. You have to be healthy to work in the first place. So you need to pay close attention to how you feel. What is your body saying? It is very important. Fatigue is real. Don't work yourself so much to a point that you break down. No, you need to know when to call it quits. You need to know when to take a break. You need to know when to just give up, when to rest, when to relax, because if you don't, it's going to have a huge impact on you. Okay, and I'm not just talking about physical health. Your mental health is also very important. You need to avoid things that affect your mental health at work. You need to avoid people that stress you mentally, situations that stress you mentally. Remove yourself from those situations. Okay, and if you're going through difficult times at work, you should be able to speak with someone about it, someone trustworthy, someone you can trust about it. And if you don't have any of that around you, you can actually talk to a professional, a therapist, who can help you overcome that challenge that you're experiencing. It's also important that you exercise regularly. Okay, exercise is very good. Yes, you might be very busy, but you need to make out time to exercise, because it helps you stay healthy and it helps you stay fit. You also need to ensure that you sleep properly. Don't be awake all night working when you're supposed to be sleeping. Don't be awake all night partying or hanging out with friends when you're supposed to be sleeping. Your sleep is very important. Okay, don't lose sleep for any reason just because you're trying to work more or you're trying to party more. No, it's not worth it. And also ensure that you eat right. Okay, healthy eating is very important. If you don't eat well, you don't sleep well, come on, you're not a machine, you're not a robot. Your body is going to break down, it's going to turn on you. So ensure that you prioritize your health. And if you notice that something isn't right about your health, you need to take a break from work and address it. The fifth tip on how to create a healthy work-life balance is to manage your time effectively. I can't say this enough. It's important that you manage your time effectively, okay? Whatever you're doing, ensure that it is meaningful. Don't spend time doing things that are not productive, okay? If you're working, track yourself, all right? Track the number of time that you spend on each task, and it will help you to even improve on the duration you spend on each task. It is very important. And you also need to identify time wasters. Yes, time wasters, those things and people that make you waste your time. You spend so much time doing something, and at the end of the day, you can't even see what you have done because you spent so much time doing something unproductive. It doesn't speak well of you at all. It is taking a toll on your life. It is taking a toll on your work. You need to ensure that you manage your time effectively. Every second counts, every minute counts. If you manage your time effectively and you assign your time properly to specific tasks at specific times of the day, when you're at work, you know that you're working, you're being productive. When you're off work, you know that you're doing something that impacts your life positively. That way, your work-life balance will be better off. There you have it, the various ways you can, create a healthy work-life balance. It's very important that you strike that balance. Otherwise, you will just be doing yourself a great disservice. Okay, my name is Chris Odogu, and I made a video titled How to Accomplish More Work in Less Time. You need to watch that video. It will help you to manage your time better and be more productive. You will be amazed at the number of work you can accomplish in a very short time. You can check out the video right here. Feel free to take a look around my channel. You will find lots of other interesting videos. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. See you in the next one.